right, let's start quilling. You should have some strips of paper in front of you. If you are in school or at home, you might have strips that are a little thicker like this. I actually recommend cutting them a little bit, making them even thinner. So I'm going to do that real quick. Kind of the thickness of maybe your pinky finger is a good thickness. All right, not perfectly straight, but pretty okay. So this is kind of the width that you want. So in order to create our little quilling, I recommend getting a pencil or some sort of skinny tool. I'm actually just using like a little paintbrush. So what you do is you start by folding the end of your paper around. Try to make it as tight as you can, and then you start to turn and kind of twist it little by little, keeping it as tight as you can around your pencil or your brush, whatever tool you have. It takes a little practice. It can be a little awkward at first. Tighten it a little bit. And I'm rolling, 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 almost to the end. Oops. It can be even tricky for me, so don't get too hard on yourself if you're struggling. Use our small motor skills, using our hands and fingers like this. So that's pretty tight, you can see that. And I'm going to take it off. And then once you have this nice little circle, you sort of let it go. And then it kind of creates its own sort of circular thing. So just like that. I'll do one more just to show you. Here, I'll do blue this time. So we roll it around the end, making it as tight as you can. This one, for whatever reason, is a little easier. Practice can help. Okay, and we take it off, and then we let it go. Pretty cool. Sometimes it needs a little breathing room. So before I started this video, I made a bunch of them, so here's some different ones. And basically, any shape that you want to make, you always start with just this circle around your pencil or around a small skinny tool. And what you're going to do is, if you like the way that these look, you can absolutely keep them circles. I think they're kind of pretty. You could even make the caterpillar this way, connecting them with glue, be the little head. And you could even make some like antennas. You can kind of roll it out a little bit and see what kind of shapes you can create that way. But I'm actually just going to show you a couple other different shapes that you can make from the circle. So the first one I'm going to make is kind of like a teardrop, and it could also be used like a petal in a flower. So I'm going to take one end and kind of pinch it like that. Isn't that beautiful? And I could use a little glue right here. Actually, I have it right here. I can put the glue on. Just a teeny little dab. I don't want my paper to get too wrinkly. Tiny little dab here. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I have this lovely little teardrop. All right, so that's one. How about the next one I do? It almost looks kind of like an eye. I'm going to pinch both ends like that. Also kind of could look like a leaf. Kind of cool looking, right? A little bit of just a dot of glue will be plenty. That was almost too much. Oops. That's okay. All right, so we have our teardrop. We have a little eye. The next one I'm going to make is going to look more like a triangle. This one's a little trickier. So when you do the triangle, you're going to pinch at 4 ends, or I'm sorry, three ends for a triangle. So 1, 2, and then the top part. Takes a little practice maneuvering. Actually, I don't think this one needs any glue. It's going to stick together pretty well. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. Okay, next one I'm going to do, even trickier, I'm going to make a square. So that means I need 4 corners, 4 edges. You just kind of try your best to keep it together. This one does need a little glue. Are these other ones sticking? Oh, pretty good. So this could be a square or maybe a rhombus, depending on how you shaped it. Oh yes, the next one I'm going to do is kind of like a teardrop, but a little different. It's going to be curving. This could be a really beautiful petal, like that. Isn't that pretty? I like that shape. So just a little different than the first teardrop. So let's look at these. These could be great for a flower, right? They look like petals. You can make any kind of shapes that you want. And like I said, you can use a circle shape very easily too. And actually this one was kind of fun. I rolled 2 pieces of paper together at the same time, and that can be really fun. So that's something you can also play around with because it ends up looking super cool. And then if you unravel it a little bit, you can also create things like antennas or beautiful spirals. So there we go, everybody. Here are some different ways to do quilling. Practice these, and then if you have time today, choose one of those 5 options. The caterpillar, the butterfly, ladybug, flower, and snowflake. I think I got them all. So try creating those. You will definitely need a little bit of glue if you would like to stick them together. Good luck, everyone. Have fun.